Hello, fuckers. How you doing today?
A lot better.
With much love. How's it going?
Hopefully good.
Yeah, welcome to the next episode of the Gentleman's Podcast for Wrestling.
For wrestling, yes.
Your boys are here once again in the cut, like it's a scary sight.
Ha.
And
R.I.P. Fredo Santana.
Yes, R.I.P. Fredo.
Agreed.
And we wouldn't be. Excuse me, I had a drunk burp.
Oh, funny.
We would be wrong if we didn't give you introductions. So whoever wants to introduce themselves first.
It's Crazy Cross coming from the left, coming to the right. Either way, I'm coming at you. Crazy Cross coming at you one more time. Gonna pass it on down.
What's up, y'all?
Pass it like a blunt.
What's up, y'all? My name is Samielle. They don't fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not yet.
I'm getting ready
Not
because
yet.
something that's gonna be happening very soon might happen. So keep y'all on standby. And by the way, my name is Samielle, representing the greatest area code of all time, 773 up in this biatch.
And
What are we today?
I am the Lavender Dream.
Negro.
I am the Lavender Dream.
Why?
God.
I'm sorry, Cross. I don't mean to infringe, but why?
Why? Because I can't be Velveteen.
I mean, duh.
I think you're drunk.
The Velveteen Dream is
Not yet, sir.
Really good.
I'm not drunk yet, sir. I am getting there.
Excuse me for interrupting, but we gotta talk about that steel cage in AEW. Like, that felt so huge.
We will.
Like, I don't. Let's just get this party started.
We're gonna get into that.
Like, I gotta mention that. That looks so huge. Like, I felt like I was very afraid of heights seeing that.
Well, I believe that AEW is trying to of course they're trying to, outshine WWE. I believe what they're trying to do is, everything that you do, we're going to do 10 times better. And, just look at the size of the cage.
Yeah.
When have you seen a cage that damn big? That was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was almost like Punjabi prison size.
Punjabi.
Those Punjabi prison matches.
Yeah, I remember the Punjabi prison. That felt huge. That outer cage did feel huge.
Yeah,
That's
shit
what she
was
said.
different. Funny as hell. But I want to bring up something. It's not so much towards wrestling, it's more towards boxing.
Because this is supposed to be the intro, and we just going all over the place already.
I'm so sorry, guys.
So,
I just had to bring that out.
It's fine, but you know what? That fucking, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury fight, man. Look, I've got no, malice towards Tyson Fury. He's a hell of a fighter. He's got my respect all the way, but I'm just kind of sore, both emotionally and financially, because I had fucking money on Wilder that I lost.
This homie had $25.
This is why I don't bet, because I always lose.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I was feeling it. I was kind of feeling some type of way. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Tyson Wilder, he's been on this shit to this day. Shout out to him. But you know what? That's a lesson learned, kids. Do not gamble.
Yeah, there's always times where you feel yourself, and then reality smacks you in the face like, bitch, please sit down.
But I do gotta say, Tyson Fury, fuck me. Like, for those who basically want to get their brains bashed in for $1 million a fight, more good on you. I can't do that. Tyson Fury, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Greatest heavyweight champion to date. They want to compare him to Muhammad Ali. I don't believe it, but
no, we ain't going that far.
They want to say it.
Deontay Wilder do better.
We will.
And don't blame it on a fucking suit.
Bullshit.
That suit was great, dude.
Don't blame it on a fucking suit, bro. You better than that. Way better than that. But let's get back to this wrestling.
All right. We are here today. We are here today. We haven't really had a main talking point. I'm so sorry. We are so unorganized.
It's all right.
We don't care.
You see,
we're having way too much fun. We bros, basically. Man.
In my Oscar voice, we don't care. We don't care.
You know what? We have a great time, but it's like, you know what? We make it happen as we go.
Make it happen, Captain Crunch.
Exactly, because you know what? I'll put it this way, life can really smack you in the face with some real shit. And when life smacks you in the face with real shit, you gotta deal with it. So, with that being said, let's get into this wrestling shit. So you know what? Let's start
shit.
off. Let's start off with our usual, 5 most popular moments in wrestling for this week. Who wants to go first?
You know what? I'm gonna start it off.
Yeah, because you're the most prepared out of all of us. Like, no bullshit.
Well, I focus on NXT and AEW. My main man to the right tonight. My main man to my right tonight. Magikk focuses a lot on Raw and SmackDown.
No, I
but my top 5, no particular order. The first one I got to talk about, that's Steel Cage. Like, I'm sorry, I really want to bring that up. Like the last time I saw a cage that high, Mick Foley flew. Like I just couldn't believe that. Like all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden you make it taller. You make it at least 10 feet taller.
Yeah.
Like Cody Rhodes doing that super moonsault, I just couldn't. Like eventually we found out that Cody Rhodes did break a toe, and he is still gonna wrestle at Revolution when that comes out.
Oh, he's got to.
Kick some ass, Cody. I mean, broken torn not, kick some major ass.
You've earned it.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about Cody, how over is Cody? Cody is so over.
This is what he wanted with WWE, though.
Definitely, but I guess I don't think anybody expected this type of popularity with Cody if he, when he was in the WWE.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well,
this is not. Didn't mean to cut you off. This is honestly what what fans wanted for him in WWE.
Yeah,
they wanted him to have this type of push because they felt he believed it.
Yeah.
And I believe Cody is the. What year did Daniel Bryan win the title? What year was that?
God, shit.
Was it 2000?
Was it WrestleMania 30?
What year was that?
I don't want to say 2014.
Okay, well
I want to say 13.
It was 2013?
13, 14, 1 or 2.
Let's go with that.
Okay, well, it was WrestleMania 30, right? Mm-hmm. Right, my point is, he is, Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30 of AEW. Where all the fans are behind him, giving him that 100%.
I'm 100% behind Cody. Like
that's my point,
Nothing but love.
If
Number 4, simply put, why Johnny Y? Johnny Gargano turning on Tommaso Ciampa. It's almost like we should have seen it coming because it happened. Because it kind of happened reverse.
Yeah.
We're going to have this rivalry come back again with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, but I think it was TakeOver Chicago 2 when Tommaso was go away heat and Johnny was super baby face. Mm-hmm. Now it's the opposite. I feel like that could be great go away heat for him.
And I feel like it's a nice little ripple into the story. And people forgot about it at the point.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that you brought it up with a nice new take on it, so I see what I just did there. Take over. Anyway, with a nice new take on the story, you got a chance to extend that story at least until the next takeover.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what? I always kind of knew it was going to be some unfinished business between those two because Johnny never beat Tommaso.
Yeah, I mean,
he never got over on him.
To an extent, he can finally.
Yeah, I always figured that they would go back to the story sooner or later, but I didn't think it would be this soon. Honestly.
Very much so.
Yeah, because when I started seeing, the DIY T-shirts, the reunion, all that shit, I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna last long.
It didn't. It was
kind of the same. It was kind of the same thing for we remember who Dean Ambrose was when Dean Ambrose first came back.
He's now John Moxley.
Yeah.
Who?
Now known as John Moxley.
Well, I know John Moxley. I don't know Dean Ambrose.
Okay,
there was this
let WWE tell it.
Look,
there's this cool cat
when the Shield was, reunited for the final time, and they had that third member, kind of grow sick of the group after Roman Reigns, had to go battle leukemia.
Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, and they broke up the group again. I kind of saw that coming.
I don't want to speak negative, but to have some form of cancer once, only to fight it a second time, that's gotta suck. I don't want to bring down negativity.
Absolutely.
My number 3, and this might be a little bit controversial, but Nyla Rose winning the women's champion to me is a number 3. To me, Riho was not getting over. I was not a big fan anymore.
Yeah.
But I was a huge fan of Nyla Rose.
I honestly feel like AEW keeping her off of TV for like a month which was not their fault because she was booked for whichever wrestling corporation she was with. But the fact that she was booked and they really had their hands behind their back, with hands tied behind their back, and they couldn't really do anything about it. But still, like, that hurt Riho and her initial push that they had.
The one thing I did not, I'm sorry, Cross, but the one thing that I did not like about Nyla Rose challenging for the belt was that the previous week, she's going to the camera, she's in front of the camera and saying, Riho, I'm coming for that ass. Riho, you tried to put her through the fucking table. She's behind you.
Which didn't break.
Which makes sense. You're barely 100 pounds. You're not gonna go through the table. But you're looking at the camera and saying, Riho, I'm coming for that ass. It's poorly poorly staged. Like, if anything, Nyla should have been like over Riho and saying the same exact thing. So to me, that was poorly staged.
You said that she's, part of another wrestling organization. I believe that can be a major, downfall for, a superstar's popularity, because if they're rarely on your show and they're so busy, doing match for the other corporation, that really affects their character. So I can see why she wasn't that over.
Oh yeah,
and that's why it's so controversial when you have your superstars working for other companies. Because isn't Jon Moxley the champion for Japan?
United States champion, I believe.
Yeah. I can't remember if he is
I'm not sure if
still working with New Japan or if he is the champion. But yeah, there is some form of like partnership now going with them.
Yeah, like that can benefit you and hurt you at the same time.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm not sure. I for one respect the fact that they acknowledge that you work for another company. Mm-hmm.
Well, don't get me wrong. I respect that too. But it's like, I'm just saying, that can be dangerous at the same time.
At the same time, they didn't play that situation right. I probably would have just, I don't know, maybe have Riho do some promos or something, or like have some type of video content to show every week for Riho, just so she could keep that buzz afloat.
Yeah.
Partial side note, I recently saw a tweet and I responded to it. It was something along the lines of, it was towards WWE, but it could be toward a way towards AEW, where we as fans were kind of like, oh, why don't you use this guy a little bit more? And then WWE is like, okay, we're going to use this guy. And then we're like, damn, motherfucker, not this guy. Don't you listen to us? But the thing is that, while yes, they're using this form of like mid-card, this form of like this person, that's great. But that's not the guy we want.
Right.
It's like we want EC3, Ethan Carter III. You give us Cedric Alexander. Like, you are not listening to us. Nothing against both of them.
Right, I was gonna say, I love Cedric.
Yeah. Number two.
I wish they used him more.
And to me, I do as well. Again, I'm just using them as examples, nothing against them.
I got you.
Number two, gotta mention it. I believe it was mentioned before. The return of the Velveteen Dream. And even though this guy is technically a heel, he is super over. He is super babyface. I don't care. I don't care if he was flamboyant. I don't care. I don't care if he's supposed to be a bad guy. This guy is 100% awesome. I've been saying it forever. This is what Orlando Jordan, if many of you guys know who he is, should have been. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be TNA, WWE. This is the Orlando Jordan we probably should have seen at one point in time. But for some odd reason, in 2020, it works.
Well, yeah. I think fans are more accepting of a character like that.
I was just about to say that.
I think the timing was just way off.
Orlando, yeah.
And then my number one, I have to talk about the supposed final match between Dominik Dijakovic and Keith Lee in TakeOver Portland.
Yeah.
What an amazing match.
That springboard.
Yeah.
Into Keith Lee while he was sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I gotta bring it up. This because I can't wait to talk about the negative. But this brings up, you done fucked up. I have to talk about.
Afterwards.
I don't care. I have to talk about it now while it's fresh in my head.
You want to strike while it's hot?
I need to. The writers in WWE or Vince McMahon or whoever it is done fucked up. This is how you write a rivalry with Dominik Dijakovic and Keith Lee. Mind you, they've probably wrestled everywhere in the Indies.
They have.
Mind you, they've wrestled at least 5 times, with potentially a 6th time happening around NXT TakeOver Tampa Bay. You want a rivalry? Look at their matches in NXT. You want to know what a shitty rivalry is? Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hey!
I'm sorry, those rivalries were awful.
That one was okay. It was better than Roman and Baron.
Yeah. Compared to Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee, they cannot hold a candle.
Oh, of course not.
Well, yeah, of course not, because they have separate writers.
So while I'm sorry that I'm bringing up the You Done Fucked Up segment, I have to talk about this right now.
But keep in mind, though, remember that Vince McMahon, he does have a final say on, the storyline for a main roster. Though.
And this is why someone has to be watching NXT be like, yo, Vince, you gotta look at this. This is how you write.
Vince, he's not gonna take something if he didn't come up with it.
That's the unfortunate part.
Is XFL still a thing?
Yes.
We're in week 2 or 3, or the point is,
allegedly, yeah.
XFL right now is doing pretty decent. Like they have a lot of good things that if for whatever reason XFL bellies up, the NFL is gonna take it.
Yeah.
Like I'm calling it right now. Or should the XFL still continue, there should be some form of partnership. Like it's going to be like a minor leagues. I'm not sure what the equivalent is for football, but in baseball there's the minor leagues. The NBA is the D League. There's going to be an equivalent to that where eventually there's going to be a partnership where the XFL and the NFL will happen, where there will be some, I guess you would say, call-ups.
True enough.
Accurate.
Those are my top 5. I'm sorry guys. I know I'm supposed to wait some 20 minutes later, but I had to bring up my top 5 and my You Done Fucked Up at the moment. I shall yield the rest of my time to
I'll go.
Cross.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. So my number 5 most favorite moment was seeing Lio Rush get an opportunity again for the Cruiserweight title, because you know what?
Great match.
Yeah, it was. You know
really
what?
Good match.
And I'm not only just impressed with Lio Rush, in the ring. I'm mostly impressed with the way Lio Rush has turned his character and his personality around. Because when he first got there, I'm sorry, he had way too much heat for the little time that he had.
And he also probably shouldn't have been like a manager, the man of the hour, the mouth of the hour, whatever they call it.
Well, he managed by the last. He was okay as a manager.
Right, he was a good mouthpiece.
Yeah, he was a great mouthpiece.
But I feel like at the same point, I see what you're getting, because it kind of hindered his growth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it got him some television time on the main roster, so I was happy for him.
Yeah, but I was happy for the television time. I'm sorry to cut you off. I was happy for the television time, but it's like,
you're a great athlete. We're forgetting that.
People definitely, but people go off of first impressions, right?
Yeah.
So the first impression of Lio Rush is a manager that can wrestle here and there.
Right. He did also made a controversial tweet saying that somebody wasn't ready for a specific wrestler, and everybody was kind of like, well, you can't say that right now.
Well, yeah, because you know what? He was, brand spanking new. But some folks were defending him.
But
for example, when he made that tweet, hell, NXT General Manager William Regal was defending him. He was like, look, it's a joke. Relax. But my main point is I'm just very happy with how he's turned his character, he's turned his personality around, he's more humble, he's more respectful.
Compared to about a year ago.
Yeah, right. Compared to a year ago.
Right.
He's a totally different man. He has people's respect now.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to see him come as far as he. I mean, they put the belt around him. That shows you that they've accepted him.
Somebody in the office had to give him an opportunity.
Triple H.
Someone.
Triple H gave him that second chance. He was like, look, I believe you could be something. Don't make me look like a fool.
And there we go.
And when somebody's trying to help you, Finn Balor, Mark Henry, when somebody's trying to help you, don't smack their hand away. Because they're here for your good intentions.
And henceforth, his theme song has finally became perfect. I came to collect.
Exactly. All right, so number 4.
Before you go any further, Jordan Devlin had a good showing in that match as well.
Very much so.
We can't talk about this match and not give Jordan Devlin his credit.
Yes,
I give Jordan Devlin all the credit in the world.
Honestly, I haven't seen much of Devlin past the UK tournaments, and at least a couple matches on UK. But I'm starting to grow on him more, honestly.
That's fair. You like who you like.
Until he grows into a wrestler that has the significant amount of respect, he's still Finn Balor Jr. though.
That's accurate.
I do remember seeing their very first UK takeover.
Hey, they might have a match or a segment in NXT since they're both from NXT.
Very much.
I mean, it would just be a repeated takeover, but I don't mind it.
I mean, well, they're both heels. I'm talking about, they'll team up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if they team up, that'd be badass.
Yeah,
like if Balor actually comes out with a Balor Club for NXT, Devlin should definitely.
Devlin would be one of those guys. You're right.
He would be, because he was like, hey, I taught you everything you know, so shit, I know what you're capable of.
Right.
All right, number 4.
Quattro.
Yep, number 4 would have to be the match between Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa. That was a 5-star match. I enjoyed it.
It was up there.
It started, okay, towards the end, they started losing me, because I was like, you know what, okay.
Yeah.
I think, Christian Miracle said it best. There are too many finishing
Too many kickouts.
It's like,
too many kickouts.
Yeah, it's like, all right, now it's just, getting overhyped and boring now.
It got to a point where during the last few kickouts, I was looking like, oh, this match is still going to be going. Okay.
Right. It's like, dog, I got work in the morning. Can we end this already?
And I guess part of me was because I was spoiled with the finish, and I was spoiled with Gargano's heel turn beforehand. Yeah. So the whole time I was waiting for the heel turn, and while waiting for the heel turn, I was looking at all those kickouts. I was like, wow, you spent this much time on this match.
Yeah, no, man.
Not that it's a bad thing, but not so many kickouts during this whole time,
Mm-hmm. But still, though, it was a hell of a match,
Hey, great. It's a pretty good way to end takeover.
That's why I believe Adam Cole is going to be. Well, of course, he's NXT. What was he like? NXT Superstar of the Year. Is that what it was?
I think so.
Yes, he was.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, he was NXT Superstar of the Year. That was not a fluke. He won that shit for a reason, because when you can have a great match with anybody, that shows the type of superstar that you are.
Very much so.
When you can have a great match with not just people on NXT, but on the fucking main roster as well, you're going to be something.
He did have that match with Daniel Bryan. That was so
And
good.
Seth Rollins. But yeah, great match. Number 3.
Trent.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Hey, he's right. That's what it is. AEW. I like to call this cross brands. Yeah, cross brands real quick. AEW.
Crossing over.
Yep. That tag team battle royal, man. My man.
Yes.
Yep. The Young Bucks, my boys. One of my top favorite AEW tag team. Shout out to the bro Matt Jackson for holding it down for him and his brother.
If anything, that's how you do an elimination tag team style match.
Where okay, if your partner gets eliminated, you're still in the match. It just rides on you. It shouldn't be where if your partner's eliminated, you're both gone.
Also, I don't want to cut you with your top 5, but
it's all right.
Who do y'all think is the exalted one? Because I have some ideas.
Matt Hardy.
That's one. That's one of them.
Wait, say the question.
Matt Hardy, if he hasn't re-signed.
Who you think is going to be the exalted one?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's going to be about another month before
it was supposed to be Marty.
Well,
it was supposed to be Marty, and that was perfect.
Who the hell is Marty?
Marty Scurll.
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been perfect because they're going after the Elite right now.
There's only 2 people that I can think of that are great right now. One of them is Matt Hardy. The other one's Raven.
Raven.
What?
So in the crowd, if you watch again when they were
hot take.
So when in the crowd, when one of them's getting eliminated, I believe it was the Dark Order representatives. Scorpio Sky actually is trying to attack Evil Uno. In the background, you see Raven. So they call it a red herring, but what if that red herring becomes true?
That's different.
My apologies, Cross.
No,
Please
interesting take.
But yeah, okay. Number 2.
Dos.
The steel cage match between Wardlow and Cody Rhodes.
Whew.
Man,
what a fight.
We were talking about it earlier, man. Cody is just so fucking over in AEW. Of course, he's over because his own company, but that's not the reason why he's over. He's over because, he shows how he lays it all out on the line, body, mind, and soul, 24/7. He's going to give you what you want. He's going to give you the show that you deserve to see, and I give much respect to him. Him and Dustin. They literally put that company on their backs. Not taking anything away from the Elite because they pull their weight too, but nobody gets an emotional reaction like Cody does.
True.
Nobody does.
True.
You know, not so much the OMG moments, but like, damn, like, you know what, that kind of brought a tear to my eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his promos are out of this world, speaking on just emotional responses.
Exactly, because when he said I went from undesirable, he said I went from undesirable to ungoddamn
freaking deniable.
It's
Yes.
like, man, shit, and he ain't lying.
I'm surprised that's not an AEW shirt now.
Right, shit, he is undeniable. Shit, well, unless you're Triple H.
Eh.
But anyway. And finally, number one. And I believe it was
Is it
number
evil
one for a
just
lot
like?
of us.
Is it evil just like Evil Uno?
Shut up.
Ha.
Ah.
No, we're gonna go back to the Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic match.
Because of course.
Man, Keith Lee, we continue to bask in your glory, bro. Because when you reversed that choke slam and did that little backflip, when you did that Hurricanrana, and I'm 250 pounds, you know, in case y'all didn't know.
Need we
Like,
remind
you're
you?
representing for all the big dudes out here, man. So I salute you twice, bro.
Need we
Thank you
remind
so much.
people that Keith Lee is right there, almost 300 pounds, and doing things that cruiserweights.
I say
can't
again,
do.
I repeat, he's representing for all us big boys. So he gets my respect since day one. Shit. But not taking anything away from Dijakovic, because man,
They're gonna have one more fight. They have
they
to.
of course they are,
They got
because
to.
Keith Lee said it's like, you want to go again, we can do it.
And everybody wants it.
Yes, of course.
And
Because it's
that's-
like, you know what? How often do you get a rivalry where every match is better than the last one?
Exactly.
Now, you know, for their next match, they got to have a special stipulation. Like, it's got to be like, you know, like a
Loser gets called up.
You're a
Nah,
dick. You're
I'm
an
kidding.
asshole.
No, but probably like a 2 out of 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls, last man standing, I quit match or
No,
some
this
shit.
is the only time where I would say no time limit. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, here's a side note that I have. Like, I'm listening to AEW. I watch AEW, and then you hear Justin Roberts say the following contest is a blah 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 title match scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit.
I like that.
You
actually.
mean to tell me that in a 2-hour show, a title match is gonna be an hour
Well,
long?
well,
Bullshit.
I'll be honest with you. I liked it at first because they were quote unquote, they were quote unquote going for a real sports feel, which gave it that real sports feel. You know, having a time limit.
But still, an hour
But-
and
and
half your
plus-
show is a title match. No. Revolution, I can see it.
Well, it really pushes the superstar to be more creative.
Interesting.
Cause like, you know what can I do in this little amount of time that's gonna get me over? Because it really pushes your creative juice.
Keep
It's
that
like,
in
shit,
mind.
I gotta
True.
figure something out.
True.
But this is probably the only time where I kind of want to see a 60-minute or a no time limit 2 out of 3 falls where it would last an hour.
Yeah,
They can do it.
but
That's the funny part.
but also keep in mind it depends on the type of contract you have with that network. Because we all remember Halloween Havoc in '98 of WCW.
Havoc.
When-
the
when-
DDP
yeah,
Goldberg
and
that got
Goldberg.
cut?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I was pissed off when I heard that.
yeah.
Like, how
Like,
upsetting can one be?
dude, think about all the people that bought that pay-per-view.
Right.
WCW had to reimburse over like $3 million to
Shit. That's
fans
right.
who missed the outcome of Halloween Havoc
And
'98.
then they had to replay it for Nitro.
Yeah,
That's on them.
it is.
That's also on the network.
But that falls onto my point, though. You know, for the reason why a lot of them have timed matches, because they want to make sure that shit doesn't happen. Because John Moxley, he almost did it.
I remember that time.
Yeah, when he went against oh
Pac?
shit.
I think it was Pod.
Yeah, when it was Pac.
That
You know, and there was no
He is the
contest.
Best. I'm
That
sorry. I love the way how he says it.
He's a
The
bastard.
bastard.
Oh
That's why
god,
we like Justin Roberts.
You know what? And that's another thing. WWE, they missed a great opportunity with Justin Roberts.
Shit, they missed an opportunity to have the first female on the main roster when they had Aubrey.
Since we're talking about announcers,
I'm
they're
sorry, I
missing,
don't mean to be pissed off about
they're
that.
they're missing the cue on Greg Hamilton, honestly, because
Greg
they got him. He doesn't really he doesn't really do the what's the word I'm looking for? The annotations or the switches up, the switching up of his voice.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that anymore.
Which is sad.
We don't hear the A and Owens anymore.
Nope. I actually kind of like that. 'cause
Oh,
I like
hate that.
I like that. I don't know why.
I hate
It's
that.
different.
I think it's just because I hate that. I'm not a fan.
The best in the world.
Oh God.
Samoa. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, now you're just killing it.
Yeah.
But you can't fuck with John Moxley.
Oh, he should definitely do that though. He should definitely do that while getting announced. Well, for people just listening, we don't have video content.
Exactly.
But Samielle just, did his hands like, keep going. John should definitely do that while getting announced. Keep going. Come on.
Keep going.
It's like, come
Right.
on.
Come
Keep
on.
saying,
I'm with you.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
I'm with you here. Let's go. Do that for Revolution, Moxley. But all right, now
I
we're
wonder
gonna move
how
on.
Mrs. Moxley feels about John being that crazy.
Yeah, it should be all right.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go on to Magikk. What are your top 5, bro?
Okay, well,
What do you got?
I did say that, before we started recording, I didn't have any honorable mentions, but I lied.
Of course you did.
Of
I
course.
lied.
Accurate.
I wanted to give a special shout out to Darby Allin returning.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
don't have a problem with that.
You sure did.
He didn't do nothing, but I brought up a note on like that. Like Dustin and Darby Allin, you returned for 5 minutes, you wrestled for 5 minutes, whatever. You put on all that face paint and that took like an hour. Like, come on, you put on your face paint that took over an hour, and then you're only there for 5 minutes.
Same can be said for Sting in his short segments.
I guess you're right, but still, like, I don't understand with people that have the paint, do the face paint. They take their time with it. They're so meticulous. They're anal about it, and then they're only
Talking about
there
their face paint?
yes, their face paint. Your Stings, your Warriors, your Darby Allins, your Dustins. Like,
Oh shit.
I don't understand.
I think Jeff Hardy felt.
And Jeff, like, I don't understand how you can only have you did all this time for your paint, only to be in a 5-minute segment.
Right.
I never understood
I
that.
got you.
I can't take away Darby Allin's return, because that was awesome.
Yeah.
One of the best pops I've heard in a minute.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
still, damn.
This is
Damn
still-
is the word.
Damn.
Well, I guess I shouted him out earlier as beforehand. Jordan Devlin coming back.
Right.
So I said what I said about that. So let's actually get to my top 5. Yeah.
Sure. Let's handle it.
All right.
Handle it.
I want to
Handle
give
it.
my number 5 to Randy Orton's quote unquote apology.
Ha.
Oh, are you talking about the? Oh, I can't do this.
Not that one when he beat Matt Hardy's ass.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Shit.
Okay.
When he whooped Matt Hardy's ass, he actually did say he felt bad. But after he whooped Matt Hardy's ass was when he got me. Because it was just the way he said it. I'm sorry! Like, you don't know if he was sincere
I'm
about
sorry.
it. You don't know
Damn it.
You don't know if he was, like, saying it out of anger. You don't know if he was being sarcastic.
Right.
It was nice storytelling by Randy. And,
Very much so.
And
Very much.
Because
you know,
it's almost like he's torn because these are my friends. I attacked them, blah blah blah, and you know, you can kind of argue that he's just trying to further the remainder of his career.
yeah.
Yep.
You can kind of make that argument.
When your mom makes you apologize to your little brother.
I'm sorry.
God damn! You
Shit.
happy?
Shit.
Are you happy, Preston? I'm sorry.
Right.
Are you not entertained?
I'm kind of hoping. You know what I'm kind of hoping for? I'm kind of hoping that this leads to Jeff Hardy return.
Which it will.
That'll be interesting.
Because I mean, of course, you know, Matt Hardy. He's giving signals that he's done with WWE,
Right,
and I think this is just his way to help write him off.
right.
You know, so I could kind of see this leading to a Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton feud.
For sure.
Resurrecting, restarting. Because they had that little feud when he first came back.
That'll be cool.
It would. And plus, that would show a more aggressive side of Jeff Hardy that we know is, was there.
Right.
Very much.
All right, but my number 4 is already been spoken about, but the tag team battle royal
Yep.
in AEW Dynamite.
Is
But
there anything else that we can say
I
about
also gave part of that spotlight to the Bucks, and I'm gonna call them the Omega Cowboys.
Ha.
the Bucks versus the Omega Cowboys matchup.
The
that's
infighting.
That's gonna be epic.
Yeah,
Interesting. That's gonna be a good match.
The elite fight.
it is. It's gonna be good. I don't know. A part of me's torn because I kind of wanted the story to prolong, but I kind of didn't, considering that AEW, their pay-per-views is probably 2 months apart.
Yeah.
So I feel like that story. I feel it too, but I feel like this particular story wouldn't have stretched out to that long without people being bored.
But somehow AEW is making it work.
They are. But yeah, it looks like an interesting matchup that will happen. Where we at? Number 3?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Adam Page, let's get some beer.
Yes.
And somehow pull a pitch out of your ass.
Yeah, right. I'm still curious how the hell he did that.
Yeah, give me that.
Okay.
Here's my pitcher.
Who's got a beer for me? Here, I got one.
I'll have a beer with him.
Right, and I don't even like beer, but I'll still buy you one.
I kind of feel like this next choice is probably part bias of me, but I also felt like it was slept on between you two.
That depends.
What's that?
Shayna Baszler's promo to Becky Lynch.
Are you talking about when she
she'll beat the shit out of her?
Yes, that one. But it's the point she was making also. Not only that, but she was like, I'm going to be in the Elimination Chamber. That's in a cage. I'm a cage fighter.
Yes.
Just that
point
alone.
That is a good point.
But everybody.
I'm a cage fighter. I'm at home in this shit.
You know what's funny? Everybody wanted her to apologize because she said, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you."
Yes.
No censor.
So what?
Yeah.
Shit.
But here's the situation. We want to talk about how AEW wants to be legitimate in sports entertainment. I'm sorry. In some cases, you forget that there's a 7-second delay. You can't censor everything.
No, but at the same time, I love Shayna's response to that person.
What did she say again?
She was like, well, I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying. Maybe you should just worry about how you parent your child. Because I'm not going to stop.
Right. Shit. Don't watch it. Shit. If you got a problem.
You got a problem with it? Shit.
I would honestly think that they're trying to break away from that, kiddie PG era shit.
I think
they would. Because Kevin Owens did the same thing. Speaking of the devil.
No, because I think even at one time, I think Corey Graves did something like, holy shit. And that
he did.
That wasn't
with Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman.
That was the one.
Kevin Owens said the same thing about Seth Rollins.
Yeah, they've been saying shit a lot recently.
Exactly. So it's like, I think they're starting to let the shit
the
shit flow.
Even in
Pun intended.
Even in AEW, they're letting the word shit like fly. Like it's
exactly shit.
I mean, coming from the company that has cowboy shit as one of their most prominent chants, there's no other choice.
Shit, exactly.
Which is, by the way, funny because when we were at Survivor Series, we all chanted cowboy shit.
We tried.
Yeah,
we tried to get it started.
And our section did, but that was like 20 people.
Nobody else.
Yeah, nobody else was
20 people out of 16,000.
They were diehard WWE fans. They weren't wrestling fans. They were territorial.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you
which ain't nothing wrong with you guys. You want to be fans with WWE only, AEW only? That's cool.
Oh, and also from the Shayna promo, I forgot to say this part. How she explained the whole biting situation.
How did she explain that?
Because I know people was divided about it,
that
but she was like, I didn't know, I didn't plan for this to happen. I just did it because it was right there. I just did it because I wanted to. I didn't plan for it to happen beforehand, but...
So she did one of those, let's see what happens if I do this.
Right. Basically.
Alright. Cool.
And you know what?
I have those...
you know what? I support her 100%, and I do hope that she wins, because you know what? While I love Becky, I respect her and all that stuff, I believe she's had her moment. It's like, alright, sweetheart, let's go and give somebody else the top slot for a second here. But shit.
Yeah, I feel like they're riding her way out as champion, honestly, because she's getting overconfident.
Sure.
And somebody like Shayna Baszler is the type to take advantage of that overconfidence and shut that shit down.
Exactly. It's like, okay, Rebecca, let's handle this.
Number 2.
Miss Quinn.
Right.
Funny. I believe we're at number 2.
Yes, that is the, we spoke about this a couple times, the Cody Rhodes and Wardlow cage match.
We can't.
That,
Now, was it specifically the match or was it the cage? Because that
everything.
Cage, I'm sorry, I got to bring back the cage.
Everything about that cage match. The cage was awesome. The moonsault was awesome.
That was epic.
Yep. The storytelling in that match alone with Arn Anderson was spectacular.
Oh my God.
Bringing up the fact that he betrayed a Horseman before.
Yep.
And MJF playing off of that fact.
Hit him like you hit his daddy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. That was genius.
At that moment, I ain't gonna lie. When he said hit him like you hit his daddy, I ain't gonna lie. I screamed a tear. I'm like, will you hit this motherfucker, please?
Hit this motherfucker.
Hit this motherfucker right now.
Thank you. The only problem I had about that part was that Arn made it obvious that he was gonna hit MJF.
I didn't care if it was obvious or not. I'm like, will you just hit this son of a bitch?
No, and it would have been fine if he would. It would have been fine if he just stood there and then just flung the cage at him. But the fact that he held on to that cage door, I guess it was that subtle hint that made you realize, oh, he's gonna hit MJF with it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna hit Cody.
Of course he wasn't. And Brandy Rhodes for hitting MJF with the chair.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was.
I saw that part coming. I'm like,
although
okay.
I gotta admit, MJF is the personification right now of go away heat.
Yes.
No, we can't even call it go away heat. It's literally.
Repeat that.
It go away. MJF is the personification of go away heat. I can't even call it go away heat. It's get the fuck out heat.
Yep.
Like you gotta say it.
GTFO.
No. Not even GTFO. You got to say it. Get the fuck out.
You gotta say it in whole.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's why I respect him, because you know what? He knows how to make a crowd hate him.
He did it. Supposedly on the Jericho cruise, I think he signed one autograph and said one hello. Like he kept kayfabe.
I don't blame him. Shit.
And he always keeps kayfabe on Twitter.
Right.
That's
shit.
So
he's Baron Corbin. He's Baron Corbin of AEW.
That's funny. Number 1.
Number 1 is give me a second. I lost my list for a second. Oh, all of Takeover Portland.
Wait.
All of it.
I gotta disagree with you.
All of it.
I gotta disagree.
As a whole, that pay-per-view was
as
was
a
a
whole,
nice pay-per-view.
Yes.
I feel like if I would have broke it up in segments, then it probably would have taken over most of the top 5, and I wouldn't have gave the other shows probably a little bit of shine. SmackDown at this rate is probably not gonna get any shine from me. Unless it's a Fiend-related segment, it's probably not going to get any recognition from it.
SmackDown has been kind of ass.
And this week's Fiend segment made me upset because the Fiend ended up on the losing end. So, yeah, they're not getting any shine.
Well, you know they're going to give Goldberg some type of shine. It's fucking Goldberg. You know he's not going to, like, be made a bitch of by anybody. During the first encounter, at least.
Yeah.
Now, since we do have our top 5 all situated, I believe so, I did mention it in my top 5, and I do got to ask you, because there's going to be somebody in our comments asking us, or at least asking everybody else. Nyla Rose is the women's champion. What are your thoughts? Personally, with me, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen eventually. I feel where you're coming from to an extent. It was bound to happen. We do have a tendency to forget that Nyla Rose is transgender. We do forget about that. But to me, it was eventual. Like eventually, there was gonna be the transgender woman, gonna be winning the women's belt.
Whether you like it or not, it's happened. You know, a transgender woman, you know, won the women's championship at AEW. That's fine. You know, I have nothing against that.
Right.
You know, are there some people who weren't ready for it? Absolutely. You know, it's the same thing with Tessa Blanchard winning the World Heavyweight Championship in Impact. Mm-hmm. Were people ready for it? Yeah. Were a lot of people not ready for it? Of course. But like Samielle said before, it's, you know, it's a new generation. It's 2020. There are a lot of people who are more accepting to this. Mm-hmm. And that honestly shows that, you know what, the world is moving forward. So I look at it like that. I don't look at it as a negative. I look at it as a positive.
Too many.
Yeah, exactly. To many people. So shout out to Nyla Rose. Hey, do your thing, darling.
And you know what? Shout out to AEW for actually pulling the trigger.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know what? Somebody's got to pull the trigger in order for it to be heard around the world.
Yeah. I honestly didn't have a problem with it. I feel like it's the best move as far as AEW because, like we said before, you know, a few minutes ago. Riho just wasn't really the champion that they're looking for.
She was
at least not no more.
You're right. She flattened out. There's no other faces or heels at that point. There's nobody else that's
Not
established that could take that belt
Not yet.
and give it some prestige.
That's why I said not yet.
No.
Well, when she was a face, not so much a heel.
Yeah.
When she was a face, she could have had it.
But this heel turn that she's gotten, I'm really not feeling it.
I'm not either.
Her
It's really
promos are
stale.
boring.
Yeah, it's stale. Like, I think JR literally goes to fucking commercial break because he's like, okay, these are terrible. Just cut it. Because that first time.
But JR, our commercial break's supposed to be 4 minutes
I
from
don't
now.
care.
Just go.
Right, just go. Guys,
Executive decision.
Guys, we
By JR.
Guys, we've heard enough. You know, we're gonna go to commercial. Like, this is horrible.
But wait a minute. Executive decision.
Right. I'm like, oh my god.
But,
But yeah,
I feel
her
like,
heel work. I'm sorry to cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
Her heel work. I'm sorry. It's kind of like Bailey's. It's starting to feel forced.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, sweetheart? We know you're an absolute angel in real life. I cannot believe you as a heel. There's nothing you can say or do.
Sasha Banks, on the other hand.
Sasha Banks, she'll make you hate you. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you know, I kind of heard she's kind of a cunt in real life anyways.
Oh, because she's Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Not even just that. It's like, you know, she tends to think... And there are some fans who will make, you know, WWE superstars act that way. You know, where you're just out stalking them. You know, following them. You know, trying to get something out of them.
I feel, you know, to an extent, I feel bad for these celebrities because they feel they're being stopped.
Yeah, you know, that's how, you know... And, you know, she's not like that with everybody, but she's like that with majority fans, you know, when she doesn't interact with them.
I'm married, sir.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bitch, I didn't say suck my dick. I said, could you just sign an autograph?
All I said to you was hi.
Right. I said, hi, you know, great performance, you know, at Monday Night Raw. Stop stalking me. It's like, you know what?
Aha. Fuck you.
Right. It's like,
wait,
you know what?
I just said aha. That's it.
So it was like, you know what? Whatever, shorty. But, no, sorry to get off track, but yeah, you know what? Nyla Rose, congratulations to you, darling. And you know what? I believe she will be the champion that I almost said NXT, the champion that AEW does deserve.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say actually.
Because she's gonna be there 24/7.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say actually. Because you can't give it to a face. You can't. There's not really any other heels that you could give it to.
Not yet.
Yeah, awesome.
Develop
Only
the
person I would
division,
see.
and we good.
Only person I would see is Awesome Kong, but she's barely around herself because of injuries.
Right now,
Yeah.
well, besides that, right now she's dealing with the Netflix special, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling Netflix special.
That and plus her body. She can't really take a full-time schedule like that. No, just you know, just
New Japan,
right, fatigue.
TNA, All
fatigue
Japan,
over the years.
the pregnancy that didn't go
You gotta
too
remember,
well.
she's been here for a while.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But who was I bringing? The only person I could see taking that from her is maybe Chris Statlander, but I don't think she's completely developed yet to be a champion.
Give her time. I believe Big Swole will be. Give her time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's why I feel like Nyla Rose is probably the best choice because it gives you time.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut y'all off. Y'all
niggas like
I
cutting me off.
gotta give y'all a Bianca Belair moment.
Y'all
But
niggas-
let me tell y'all something.
This is a whole different.
Bianca Belair is one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time.
Who will get
It
that
don't
ass
matter.
whooped by Charlotte Flair? Now
Yeah,
let
no.
me continue.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Motherfucker, goddamn.
Sorry, when she
Just
pulled,
stay in the
I'm sorry,
That was
when
hilarious,
she pulled that off,
though.
that was the funniest moment.
That was hilarious though.
She pulled a Kanye.
That was a Kanye.
Bianca Belair basically pulled a Kanye. I'm gonna let y'all finish. But Charlotte Flair, I'm coming for that ass. So
And the funny thing was, everybody was just kind of like looking at each other like, oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Chelsea Green with the roll up.
right, like fuck it.
Yeah, sure. You want to go for the win? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Like I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'm proud of y'all. I'm like, shorty.
If you proud of me, why are you interrupting
exactly.
my match?
You're proud of me. Why are you stopping my moment?
Oh, that was funny as hell.
I'm like, come on.
But yeah, them giving the belt to Nyla Rose, I feel like that will give them enough time to develop the person that will take the belt from them and have
very much.
And have it be believable.
Yeah.
Which at this moment might be Chris Statlander.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for next.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry, y'all. I fucked up the schedule. You know, I had to pull up you done fucked up at the moment. It was the writers or Vince McMahon once again with WWE. I'm sorry. You want a good rivalry? Dominik Dijakovic versus Keith Lee. Sorry for bringing that up again,
Yeah. Basically, that whole like I said in my number one, that whole takeover was good to me. The only problem I really had was the street fight between Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox.
What's the name of that chick that helped out the phone? I forget her name.
I think it was Raquel
Gonzalez.
Raquel Gonzalez?
Yes.
Okay, when she tried to do that, two-handed choke bomb through the table.
I felt bad. I felt bad for Tegan.
I did too. It felt
that landing was fucked up. I know she was.
Nah, because that table just kind of went, nope.
Right, it's like, bitch, who are you?
Oh, also, I meant to put this in my honorable mentions. I wanted to give a special shout out to Kyle O'Reilly. Just the whole Undisputed Era for their acting during this whole failing of the prophecy, I guess.
Yeah.
Because this week, after losing the tag team belts, Kyle O'Reilly wanted to do the air guitar for the Undisputed thing like he always does during the entrance. So as soon as that little that part came up to the song, he reached for his waist and then realized, oh crap, I don't have the belt anymore. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, right.
Well, then
fucking improvise.
There's only one more belt left to get removed.
Yeah, but he's not gonna lose that for at least another takeover.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna lose during the next takeover.
Is that the one in Tampa Bay or the one after
Tampa Bay?
What was he gonna face? That's the question.
We'll find out.
He's beat everybody.
There's only one
I
way
feel
to
like
find out. Bronson Reed.
Kona Reeves.
Oh god. Oh, poor Kona Reeves.
Joaquin Wild.
Shut up.
God, what the fuck did they do to DJC?
Jordan Miles.
Oh my, Jordan Miles.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta take a walk.
Who? Oh god. But no, like, Adam Cole has literally beaten everybody that there is to beat, in my opinion. So it's like, who else is there that'll be like a threat to him?
Balor, maybe. He hasn't beaten
The
Balor.
next person would be Finn Balor. Honestly.
Finn Balor. I can see that. All right. Or unless they bring somebody over from UK, but there's nobody in UK that stands out.
Walter.
That's it.
That's it. And he's got the UK. He's got the UK title.
What sucks is I don't really watch the NXT Takeover UK.
I
know they're doing pretty good.
Well, like the only people that are making it big over there, they come to NXT.
Right.
And NXT,
right.
NXT Full Sail is like the main roster of the NXT period.
Oh, that's
and NXT UK is like the fucking
the developmental of the developmental.
Yeah, the developmental roster. Developmental, you said it best. Developmental. And I don't even know what the fuck 205 Live is. If it's still a thing.
I don't even want to know anymore.
I only watched 205 Live for Leo Rush. That was it. And maybe now Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Fucking great wrestler.
Oh yeah, phenomenal. Him and Isaiah.
Okay,
well. Moving on.
Right, we were going to transition
As
into
much as we can.
our
Jesus
messed
Christ.
up segments of the week.
Sorry that I fucked up everything, but I had to do it while the kettle was
you
hot.
fucking asshole.
Oh no, I done fucked it up.
Yeah, you
There
did.
we go.
You're
Y'all
my-
happy?
You're
Y'all
my-
happy?
You're my son of a bitch.
Are y'all happy?
No.
There's my new segment. I fucked it up. I had to do it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Anyway, what do we want to do? Do you want to do yours? You want me to? Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. Come on, y'all.
No, it's all good. I'll go. I'll kick it off. So, well, technically you kicked it off. I'll just kick it again. But anyway.
Who's the son of bitch? I'm sorry,
So,
y'all.
I think there are two of them. The former DIY members, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
Well, it was so epic. He ran.
I think he was choking on his drink.
So Tommaso and
Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
Johnny.
They're
What
both
we
sons
doing?
of bitches. You
What
know
we doing?
why?
What we
Because they went about that heel turn like complete in the most slow fucking way. I'm sorry, my throat's messing up. But anyway, when Tommaso Ciampa kicked out and he was about to go for the title belt.
That was slow.
Yeah,
Right.
you see Johnny Gargano appear out of nowhere.
It was just one of those
They
situations. where
both
it's like,
stare at the title. It's like, dude, we know you're obviously about to turn heel. Just fucking do it already.
the suspense. No, it's suspense.
Not even just them. Both DIY and the writers of that match They're all sons of bitches. Because they fucked up Johnny's heel turn. It's like, should I do it? Should I do it? Oh shit, I gotta take it. Alright, he's looking at me, Maybe I should hit him. Okay, boom! It's like, dude, we know what you're gonna fucking do. Just do it already.
Right.
Yeah, excuse me. Need some water. But anyway.
We all need a little bit of water.
But yeah, you know what? So I'm sorry. Johnny, Tommy.
You're both sons of bitches.
Yeah, you're both sons of bitches. I'm sorry, not sorry.
You know, I'm surprised. I didn't think that was gonna be your son bitch.
Both of them. Shit.
I'm still surprised they both were son bitch.
You know what? Damn.
Yeah, because he looked at him like, you know what I'm about to do, Tommy?
Right, it's like, bro, just do it.
Tommaso just had that look kind of
You remember last year, Tommy?
Yeah, Tommaso
Right.
kind of looked at him like, fuck, I had it coming.
This is something.
Okay.
Hey,
Johnny, I knew you was going to do it, but not now.
My wife said kick your ass. That's what that shit said.
I'm making good on that promise.
Yeah, right. My wife
guess,
said to kick
and
your
then
ass.
Tommaso actually had that look that I guess this is what happens when you...
Yeah, exactly.
With me too.
Shit. But whatever. So yeah, those are my two sons of bitches for the week.
For the week.
DIY, or formerly known as DIY.
Once again, formerly known as DIY.
Yeah. I honestly don't have a Jerry the King Lawler cringe moment.
What?
So
What? You
shocking,
gotta have
right?
something.
Oh, I have something.
Give them something.
I have something.
Give them what they want, dude.
I want to take this time.
Be like Batista. Give them what they want.
I want to take this time
Give me
to
what I
tell
want.
WWE to do better on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
How in the hell do you have one of the biggest TV channels throw you $1 billion, $2 billion, I forgot how many, but it's in the billions, and you give out this crappy product? This show is barely unwatchable. You only have 2 or 3 top stars, and the rest are just either crappy gimmicks or people that you refuse to get over. The only people that are really worth watching is The Fiend and Roman Reigns. That's it. And Roman Reigns is in a rivalry.
And the Usos.
The Usos and Daniel Bryan. That's it.
Right. That's really all you got.
Roman Reigns is locked into a crap rivalry with Baron Corbin for months. Months.
We want it to end.
Which is sad.
End this shit.
The Fiend really has nobody to go against anymore now that Daniel Bryan's over with. He has a part-timer in Goldberg. But that's it, really. So, the angles are crap. Your roster's crap. And you're really showing Fox that we're not able to... You can't even keep up the $3 million that you promised Fox.
Sad but true.
So please, WWE, just do better with SmackDown, which is supposed to be your top brand now, right? So please do better.
Wait, I thought NXT was our top brand.
Like considering
main rosters?
Just considering how they supposed to, the perception of everything, right?
Right.
Fox is throwing you all their money, so you just consider to make them your top brand.
Well, here's my thing, So, we have The Fiend versus Goldberg. Look, Goldberg, one of the greatest superstars of all freaking time. If you came up during the 90s or even the 2000s, Goldberg was something to see. But, not just with Goldberg, I'm talking about Undertaker, excuse me. Well, I'll use those two because they're really the only ones that get used like that. They had their time.
Yeah.
They had their time. You have Goldberg going against The Fiend when somebody, in that locker room is scratching and clawing to make a name for themselves. They could use that slot to make a name for themselves and go up against The Fiend. So it's like, why the fuck are you guys bringing back superstars that, we grew up on, and we still love them, but it's like, you know what, they had their time. They had their moment in the spotlight.
And I would like to basically capitalize off of what you're saying. So, You know how close I am to Bray Wyatt. Well, not personally, but you know how big of a fan I am of Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt close.
I wish. But
he let you in.
So I'm basically I'm basically into this theory that Bray is getting revenge on everybody that done him wrong.
Of course he is.
Yes.
Why are you going for Goldberg?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What did Goldberg do?
No idea.
It doesn't make any sense.
If
you
anything,
still have people that you can go for. You can go for Randy Orton. You can go for Rowan if you want to.
Right.
You can go for Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Undertaker.
I was just about to say, you know what? I think...
Even though I think that his whole revenge tour, if you want to call it that, should end at The Undertaker. Or John Cena, one of the two.
I'm calling that. He's going to end it at next year's WrestleMania with The Undertaker. I'm calling it.
He should.
I just can't get over the fact that Goldberg versus the Fiend.
That is going to happen.
At Saudi Arabia? I just can't.
Because why not?
Yeah.
What do you rank Vince actually putting the belt back on Goldberg?
The worst fucking idea of all time!
No, I'm out of 1 to 10. What's your rank to... What do you rank it's going to happen? Scale 1 to 10.
At this point, it's almost an 11.
I'm hoping not.
I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm indifferent.
For the love of
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm still a little paranoid because it's Vince.
Yeah.
So he might pull it.
Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing that for people who are listening. We have no problem with the Fiend losing. We don't.
I do.
Yeah. Personally, I don't.
This early, I do.
But we need somebody that's credible, somebody that can, and somebody that's a full timer.
But let me explain why. It's because they built up the Fiend to be so indestructible now that you can't just easily beat the Fiend like that.
That's the point. And that's what I'm thinking. Like if they book it right, to me, I'm sorry if this is cliche, but Roman Reigns.
Please no.
But here's the thing. It's got to be, like you said, Magikk. It's got to be one of those situations where he barely won.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those situations that you put him through the ringer, 500 spears, 200 Sister Abigails, whatever that situation is. And who knows, maybe a ref bump where it took like 100 chair
I feel
shots.
we got that with Seth Rollins, though.
But the difference is there's no ref bump.
With Seth, that was the start of the whole indestructible thing, though, at the same time.
If
right,
done right,
because they... Go ahead,
Roman Reigns can still defeat the Fiend, but barely.
But it's like, why does it always have to fall down on him?
Because Vince McMahon lost.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. Why does it always have to fall down on Roman? It's
Because
like,
no one else.
shit.
That's the point. My very first, you done fucked up. I mean, at this point, what you want EC3 to beat the Fiend? Vince McMahon made it to the point where we're supposed to care about maybe 3 people, 4 if we're lucky. Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, and John Cena.
But tell you the truth, Vince has always done that. He's always based his, popularity ranks off of 3 or 4 people.
But if done correctly, we could care about everybody that's a possibility. We could care about Ethan Carter, EC3. We could care about Eric Young.
Every era, he had 3 or 4 golden boys.
Yeah, but
not even just boys, women too.
Not this era.
What do you mean not this era?
It feels like it seems like it only feels like 1 or 2 people.
This era and the PG era. No. Okay, 2. I'll give you 2. I'll give you Brock Lesnar. But Daniel Bryan was never in the lens of the Golden Boy.
Never.
He never was. Daniel Bryan was always made to fail.
We as fans forced Daniel Bryan in.
Fine. Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But it can't be that way. I saw something. I can't remember where it was. It was probably a kayfabe commentary. I can't remember. Where somebody said that it should be rotating. It should always be rotating. Some of the mid guys going up top.
Keywords.
It can't be circular. Or it's always Roman Reigns versus John Cena. It should be EC3 getting a title shot. Maybe winning. No. Maybe Eric Young. Maybe Aleister Black. Maybe Cedric Alexander.
Keyword should be.
Yeah. But because Vince McMahon made us so accustomed that the top guy should always be Roman Reigns, we don't give a. He's forcing us to not give a fuck about people that we should give a fuck.
Look, man, it goes back to when we were talking about the Royal Rumble. Whenever Roman Reigns is in the Royal Rumble,
he's the final 4.
Not even just that, he's gonna get booed out of the fucking arena because everybody expects him to be shoved in our faces. You know, everybody's gonna expect, oh, they're gonna give it to Roman, they're gonna have him win. You know, and yeah, he is always won the Final Four, and he's always gonna catch the heat because he always eliminates, you know, the most popular superstar.
Now I'm gonna
Daniel Bryan, Edge.
Just to capitalize off that, I was listening to Wrestle Talk and they was talking about that exact topic.
Shout out to our boys across the pond, Wrestle Talk.
Yep.
By the way, congratulations, Adam Blotpier, and welcome back, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
But Roman being in the top for every Royal Rumble is, to their point, it's kind of a good thing
and a bad thing.
Cause you could, but you can help that build people like how it built Drew. Cause everybody thought that, oh crap, Roman is winning.
All right, that's fair. No, I mean it was the same thing when Shinsuke won, so all right, that's fair.
Well, look where that went,
you can't do it for that long, of course, but you know you could pull off a few times where you could help build somebody because Roman.
And Drew McIntyre is one of them.
Well, yeah, and Keith Lee as well.
But if we're being honest,
with Survivor Series.
But if we're being honest, I think we're forcing Drew McIntyre into the main roster, into the main event scene. Excuse me.
How are we forcing him?
Almost to an extent, because
I feel like he should have been already.
Because again,
been a long time
going
ago.
from the Chosen One to the 3MB bullshit. Again, I watched Impact, keyword watched it, and he was a hell of a world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Now imagine if that same guy being in the WWE with already a title reign or two under his belt, no pun intended. We're kind of forcing, to an extent, Drew McIntyre, at least myself, is forcing Drew McIntyre into that main event scene.
Well, I mean, but like I said, you know, weeks ago, you know, this man literally had to recreate himself.
That's the point.
You know, but it's like, what for, though? Well, and what I mean by what for, I mean by this. The boss literally identified you as the chosen one. And then he turns around and says, you know what, never mind. And we're going to put you in this little, you know, this little trio. We're
try to make it work.
Yeah, try to make it work.
Didn't
It didn't work. Okay, well, you know, we're just going to let you go. You know, that also goes to how quickly, you know, Vince McMahon, you know, change his mind on you. Mm-hmm. If he thinks you're worthy of anything. Because if he's got nothing for you, hey, you're getting the EC3 treatment. Where, you know, you got nothing. And it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, but either way it goes, man. Super Showdown is this Thursday. I will be checking it out because, like, you know what? I'm curious to see what happens. If they put the belt on Goldberg, you know, I'm just going to have to deal with it because, of course, there's not going to be anything we can do about it. Because, you know, it's fucking Goldberg, you know. Shit.
And that's the unfortunate
And I believe Goldberg is starting to be like the new Undertaker, where, you know, Vince McMahon can pull out the Goldberg card and just use him whenever he wants to.
So we're jumping straight into the outro?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's go ahead and knock it out, man. Let's leave
knock it out.
Special.
Just shit. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to Super Showdown. I am very reserved, and also at the same time, I will be working during that time.
Right.
So I have no interest in watching it anyway, and you know, I hope for the best. But when it comes to the events in Saudi Arabia, they're meh to bad.
Yeah.
And I have no intentions of watching a glorified house show at this point.
Yeah, like let's see what they do with old Mansoor this time, the home country man.
And to be honest, I don't think there's any matches other than the Fiend and Goldberg I'm interested in this year.
That's it.
Yeah, there's really not. I'm not really looking forward to it.
Well, like I'm not really looking forward to that trophy bracket tournament that they're
I don't know
doing.
what the hell that is. What the hell is that?
I don't know. It's a just because situation.
They always come up with some, you know, exotic shit. Exotic
Didn't
match.
work. It's not working.
You know, because that best in the world shit, that was horrible.
The only other match that sparks interest really is Ricochet and Lesnar, but we all know how that's going to turn out.
Hello, Mr. Lesnar.
Like I said, just please don't give my man Rico the Kofi Kingston treatment, or it's over in
No,
like
it's
4
not gonna-
seconds. Just don't give him that, please. Let him get, like I said, let him get like a drop kick in or something.
A drop kick.
Right, then you can do what you want. Let the man get something.
Yeah. But, you know, if you guys watch the Saudi Arabia show, watch it. We're not telling you not to. if you a fan, be a fan.
9 times out of 10, you're gonna check it out because you know what, you want to see if the predictions are true or not.
And plus, our other wrestling brethren on YouTube, Brian Zane, Wrestling with Regret, he said it best. Which, by the way, they have a shirt. I'm sorry, it's a plug. We're not getting sponsored for the plug. He has a T-shirt. Like what you like. Don't be a dick. So just because we're not watching the Saudi Arabia show, don't hold that against us. We might watch one match. We might not watch anything.
I'll watch it.
Go watch it. Go have your fun.
I'm still gonna check it out. You know, I'll be off work that day, and it's at what time's the show?
I think noon.
Is it noon?
Right around the afternoon.
So it's like, yeah, I'm with it. All right, bet.
Sure.
Shit. Grab me some food.
Plus,
give me a good drink.
Plus, I heard Saudi is actually quite beautiful.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know,
Such a beautiful city.
and shout out for Naomi and Bailey, you know, for keeping the tradition of women finally competing in Saudi Arabia.
Let's keep it.
So shout out to them. You know, that just goes to show how legit, how far women have come. You know, all hats off to them.
I kind of feel like that match should have been saved for Mania, to be honest.
They might still do it for Mania. Doesn't tell me
They
they're still
might,
gonna do it.
but man.
Yeah.
I think they might do a Sasha Banks versus
If
Bayley.
done correctly, they can have that match in Mania still.
I believe it.
But
All right, folks.
let's get out of here before we start talking for like another 3 hours about wrestling. Man, coming up next week, our thoughts, more than likely our thoughts about the Saudi show. You're gonna be hearing some form of notes about it.
And maybe our thoughts on Revolution if we can catch it in time.
Oh, I'm sure that we will.
And whatever the hell else happens.
Oh my god.
Exactly. But until then,
This is what happens when we watch like 10 hours of wrestling. A lot of crazy shit's gonna happen.
exactly.
But excuse me.
Until
Go ahead.
then, it's your boy Frizzy Cross. Gonna leave you real quick, but you know what? You know I'll always come back because either I'm coming at you from the left or I'm coming at you from the right. Either way, Frizzy Cross is coming at you. But this time, Frizzy Cross has got to go.
Yo, this is Samielle, man, representing the greatest place of all time, repping the 773. Links in the description below and where y'all can follow me.
Exactly.
And I am Dibdo. Some of you kids will not know that reference.
This guy's drunk. Oh, fuck.
I literally just sat here for like the last half minute trying to think of something to call myself. But yeah, it's
Boy, you do realize when they listen to this, they think you have some form of like multiple personalities.
Right.
Little do you know, kids. Little do you know.
Get the fuck out
All of a sudden, yo, I'm Magikk. You probably know why I'm here.
Switch personalities on you.
Yeah, right.
Let's get out of here, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the day, afternoon, night, whenever y'all listen to this, man.
For sure.
Please support,
Yes.
like, share, comment,
Subscribe, all that stuff.
Follow, love,
Yep, comment.
turn
say
on
what
the
you feel.
notification bell.
Yeah, we're out of buzzards right now, but you should still follow.
It's all good, though.
Show some love, show some support. Tell a friend.
Exactly, all that good stuff.
So
But overall, man, stay safe, be blessed, and, you know, hug your relatives when you go home.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, you fuckers stay sexy. I love all of you.
until next time, y'all.
Peace.